In the 14th century, when most of the world struggled in darkness, one man rose from the sands of Africa with unimaginable wealth and unstoppable ambition. His name was Mansa Musa, the Emperor of Mali, and the richest man in human history. His fortune was so vast that historians say it cannot even be calculated in today's money. But this is not just a story of gold. This is a story of power, faith, knowledge, and legacy. Mansa Musa became ruler of the Mali Empire in 1312. At that time, Mali was already strong, but under Musa, it became legendary. The empire controlled vast lands across West Africa, including the richest gold mines on Earth. Gold was everywhere, in markets, in palaces, in trade caravans crossing the Sahara Desert. But Musa was not just a king who inherited wealth. He expanded trade routes, strengthened cities, and turned Mali into the economic heart of Africa. Traders from North Africa and the Middle East traveled thousands of miles just to do business in his empire. Then came the journey that shocked the world. In 1324, Mansa Musa decided to perform the sacred pilgrimage to Mecca. But this was no ordinary journey. It was a royal procession unlike anything history had ever seen. Nearly 60,000 people traveled with him. Soldiers, officials, servants, and hundreds of camels, each carrying loads of pure gold. As the caravan crossed the Sahara, stories began spreading. A king from Africa was traveling with mountains of gold. When he entered Cairo, the world stood still. Musa distributed gold generously to the poor, to scholars, to leaders. His generosity was legendary. But something unexpected happened. So much gold was given away that the value of gold in Cairo dropped for years. Prices were affected. The economy felt the shock. It was one of the only times in history when a single person influenced an entire region's economy simply by being generous. And yet, wealth was not his greatest legacy. On his return journey, Mansa Musa brought back scholars, architects, and books. He invested heavily in education and religion. He transformed Timbuktu into one of the greatest centers of learning in the world. The city flourished. The famous Jingareber Mosque was built. Universities were established. Libraries filled with thousands of manuscripts. Students traveled from distant lands to study in Mali. Under Musa's rule, knowledge became as valuable as gold. The Mali Empire reached its golden age. Cities were organized. Trade was protected. Culture thrived. Art, architecture, scholarship, everything expanded. European mapmakers even placed Mansa Musa on world maps, holding a golden coin, symbolizing unimaginable wealth. For many outside Africa, this was the first time they realized the continent held powerful and sophisticated empires. But time moves forward. After his death, the empire slowly declined. Wealth faded. Power shifted. New forces rose. Yet the legend of Mansa Musa never disappeared. Because true greatness is not measured only in gold. It is measured in impact. Mansa Musa proved that Africa was not a land of darkness, but a land of brilliance, wealth, and knowledge. He changed global trade. He transformed education in West Africa. He showed that leadership could combine faith, generosity, and vision. Today, centuries later, economists still debate his wealth. Historians still study his empire. And the name Mansa Musa still echoes through time as a symbol of unmatched prosperity. But perhaps his greatest lesson is this: gold can buy influence, power can command respect, but investing in knowledge creates a legacy that outlives empires. From the deserts of the Sahara to the libraries of Timbuktu, from royal caravans to world maps, Mansa Musa's journey reminds us that true richness is not just what you own, but what you build for the future. And that is why history will never forget his name.